In the Western world, a lot of people like to think that it's okay just to live on one passport. However, I couldn't disagree more, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the key reasons why you need to diversify your passport portfolio. Starting off with the first reason, now this is one of the most obvious reasons, is that the more citizenships you have, the more countries that you can live in. For example, let's say you are a citizen of the UK, okay? You've got access to live in 2 countries permanently, the UK and the Republic of Ireland. Obviously, but let's say you get another passport and there may be an Irish passport, then obviously you're not going to have any changes in regards to your right to stay in Ireland, but what you will gain is access to the European Union, which means that if you are an Irish citizen but you want to live in a country like Portugal, you can do that now, whereas if you were just a British citizen, that would be a little bit more difficult. And now moving on to the next point, this one really does focus in on the passport as a travel document on the international sector, but that is by having multiple passports, it would improve your travel across the world, as you are likely to have gained a large number of countries with visa-free access. For example, when I went on the Millennial Think Tanks podcast, Nick showed an amazing diagram on Passport Index, where he basically showed that if you are a Jamaican citizen, the Jamaican passport is not the strongest passport in the world, it's not necessarily weak, but it's not that strong either. Let's say you are just a Jamaican citizen, you've got a couple of countries, you've got about 70, maybe 100 countries visa-free. But if you get a United States passport, you're going to improve that a lot, or maybe a European passport, you're going to improve the amount of countries you can travel to without a visa. But not only that, let's take it further, because the Jamaican passport, or a passport like that, which is not necessarily that strong, can also grant you some other countries that you wouldn't have access to in regards to if you have a Western passport. So as long as your passport isn't going to provide you with any problems in the future, it doesn't really matter if it's extremely weak, as long as they allow dual nationality, they're not a sanctioned country, they ain't got any beef with anyone, and their passport is fairly strong and you feel like that's a good passport to have, then having that other one is still going to be good, because even if it doesn't improve your visa-free travel across the world, at least you now have the right to live in that country as a citizen. Moving on, another great reason to have multiple passports is that it's a great use of insurance. It's a perfect example of insurance travel, because let's say hypothetically, for whatever reason, let's say you are a Serbian Jamaican citizen, right? Crazy combo, very rare combo. I don't know if there is anyone who has that combination out there in the world, but let's say you are a Jamaican and Serbian citizen. Let's say for whatever reason your Serbian passport is cancelled, or you can't renew it, or there's a massive backlog to renewing it, but you still need to travel to many places. As long as your Jamaican passport allows you to travel to that country without a visa, you can still travel to your country, whether that's for work, leisure, tourism, whatever it might be. Let's say that you can't renew one of your passports for whatever reason. If you have another one that is renewed, or is going to expire maybe in a couple of years, then you can still use that travel document to go around the entire world. Let me know why you want to get dual citizenship and have multiple passports, and if you want to find out what type of passports you should avoid like the plague, then click the top link in the description. I'll go through 4 types of passports that you must avoid if you want to have a good passport portfolio.